why don't you just start off, introducing yourself and some of the background, some of the stuff that you've done. Who are you to be talking on this subject?
Yeah, it's a really good question, because I think it's important that we vet people out before we just blindly listen to them for whatever information they're bringing to us. And I know you're an entrepreneurial coach, and you speak to mainly people who are in that space. And it's important to vet those people out as well. Like, who are we hearing from? Whose advice is it? So I've been in, like you said, the health and fitness industry for a better part of 3 decades. And it all started, like most of us, as just part of who I was. I was an athletic kid growing up. I joined the Marine Corps because I wanted the toughest thing out there that I could find to challenge myself. So at the age of 17, I joined the Marine Corps. And that's kind of where my fitness career started, was when most guys would sleep at lunchtime, I was getting up and running and doing pull-ups and push-ups. I would just do this little pyramid thing where I'd do 20 pull-ups, 20 push-ups, and work my way down. And the CO, the commanding officer, came to me. We had 2 guys who were getting ready to be kicked out because they didn't meet the height weight requirement. And he asked me, he said, "Hey, Bartram, will you get these guys in shape?" And I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I knew I enjoyed it and I knew I liked working with people. So I just grabbed these guys and we just moved, right? We just started moving more than they were moving, and not sleeping after lunch, and just making some really subtle changes. And they lost the weight and they were able to stay in. Then from there, I got out and I needed a job. And honestly, the only job I could find was a trainer at a local fitness club. It was 24-hour fitness back then. I'm sorry, it was Family Fitness, which is now 24-hour. And I worked my way through the system. I started bodybuilding. And then when I was in bodybuilding, I'm like, look, I could be on these magazine covers. I know I can. So got into that. That led into TV. TV led into movies. All of that platform gave me an opportunity to speak to people. So I realized I needed to educate myself. And the best education, in my opinion, for me was just real world experience, like working with people one-on-one. I get the whole book thing and all that, and I appreciate that. But my experience is just being in the trenches and trying things on myself, having to be in shape for 30 years to be on covers. I was just on a cover last month. So at the age of 57, I'm still doing it. I'm not a guy who did do it. And I think that's important as well, to get someone who's actually living and breathing that lifestyle, as opposed to just representing what it could be because they have a knowledge base that they got a few years back and they're just living off of that.